Hey guys, welcome back. Today we've got something a bit special. We're joined by the lovely Catherine Kell, who teaches mindfulness to children and teenagers in schools and individually. Welcome.
Hi, welcome. Lovely to be here.
Catherine, can you tell us a little bit more about mindfulness? Because obviously it's quite apparent and very out there now, so
it is
and
indeed.
talked about. So.
Well, mindfulness, it's been around for quite a while, and it's been quite a buzzword really with mental health issues. And what mindfulness means is it's about training our mind to become aware of the present moment. So in simple terms, it's really about knowing where we are and knowing what we're doing as we're doing it, and kind of doing that without becoming overly reactive to our surroundings or overwhelmed by what's happening. So that's a kind of basic definition, I suppose, of mindfulness.
Okay, well, I hope you guys got that. And also, how do you think it can help mental well-being in general, and also people recovering from mental health issues?
So there's two things there. So in general, just for people in general, I think that mindfulness can be really helpful with mental well-being, because we all spend most of our day in thinking mode. There's kind of two modes of mind really, our thinking mode of mind and our sensing mode of mind. And in our thinking mode of mind, we're constantly evaluating things, we're compulsively planning, we are judging, we're labelling, we're ruminating over the past, or we might be worrying. And even people with sound mental health will still do those things. We spend a lot of time in that thinking mode of mind. So what mindfulness allows us to learn to do is to kind of spend some time each day in a sensing mode of mind. So kind of bringing ourselves into the present moment by using our breath or anchoring ourselves in the lower half of our body, just to kind of bring those physical sensations more. And then for people who are suffering with a mental health condition, I think obviously the things I've described about the thinking mode of mind will be hugely more exacerbated. So that ruminating thinking or being caught up in worrying, leading to anxiety or other conditions, mindfulness can be so helpful for that, because again it's training the mind just to become present moment aware. And it doesn't mean that we're trying to stop thoughts. It's not about freedom from thinking, it's actually about freedom with our thinking. So it's all about learning how to manage our relationship with thinking, which can be the root of a lot of mental health issues.
Okay, well that was really interesting and I hope you've definitely learned from that. I know I have, thank you. Today, Monday, May the 14th is the start of Mental Health Week. And I think this year we're focusing on stress and stress-related conditions and how it can affect people individually. So how does can mindfulness help stress?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, when we're stressed, the energy in our body tends to rise. So we talk about being uptight. So we can get very kind of tight in the top half of our body. So we might be gasping for breath a little bit. Or our breathing can be affected. And one very quick mindfulness practice to do when you do feel that rush of stress is to kind of bring the energy down into the lower half of the body. So even as we're sitting here, you might not be aware of how your body's connecting with the sofa or the feelings in your feet, inside your shoes or whatever, but just bringing our attention away from the top half of our body, which is where the stress tends to manifest itself, and placing that attention further down can keep us anchored in the present moment. And even just practicing that for a few minutes every day can be really beneficial. You know, stress is a necessary thing. We've had it since our early evolution. It used to be linked to a fight or flight response. But nowadays, most stress for most people is mental load. So we're not actually running away from a saber-toothed tiger. We have an awful lot going in this incessant chattering mind. Yeah, exactly. So just learning to, like I said, manage our relationship with that thinking and actually take the kind of focus of our attention. It's like shining a spotlight elsewhere. So rather than it being up here all the time, we can shine the spotlight of our attention lower down in our body, because actually it's where we place our attention in life that kind of indicates how well our mental health is, or what our real kind of state of well-being is. It's where we place our attention. So learning to put it somewhere else is very valuable.
I think I would definitely benefit from some of that.
Absolutely, we all would.
So, anyway, I hope that you found today's video helpful, and I'd like to say a huge thank you to Catherine for coming in today and talking to everyone. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.